Hi Aries, welcome in to your video. Welcome in, welcome in. How is everybody doing? All right, so I'm shuffling and the first card that popped out was Judgment in reverse. Um, there's a decision that's not being made, delayed or pushed off, or a poor judgment call. So we'll see how this plays out in a second when we start doing your reading. But I do want to make a quick shout out to all my super chats and everybody who's been donating to the channel. Thank you so much. I think you guys know who you are. I'm just going to say real quick. Vanessa Fire Thunder and Tracy Parcell, thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. Um, yeah, let's see what's going on with Aries. Oh, by the way, I made that one comment last week and you all responded under the thread, and I just wanted to tell you guys how my heart was so full with all that feedback from you guys in the comments, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for reaching out for me and letting me know how you feel. I do appreciate it. What? I don't want to jump into this dark stuff. What the hell? Guys, your situation, something has or you think something has ended. Let me preface it that way. Nine of Swords. You're having sleepless nights and you're stressing over something you think has ended or you think is about to end. So I don't know if you guys are your own worst enemies right now or you're just self-sabotaging yourselves. What's going on here? But this is, I have two Ten of Swords in this deck. The one is where you're actually getting betrayed and it's ending. And this one, it's like ending, but by your own hands. Or you think it's ending and it really isn't. I think more or less it's because I'm looking at the Ten of Wands back here. This is a big burden. It feels stressful. It's not an easy relationship. It's a struggle. It's taking everything you got to make it going, at least for you. Who knows what's going on in your partner's mind, but for you, it's a struggle and a half. All right, let's continue. And you know what's interesting? We have Venus going in retrograde, which happens every 18 months, and every zodiac sign is going to feel it. But you, Aries, and one other sign, ironically, benefit from it because with Venus in going retrograde, you're going to learn a lot about your own self love in a way that you haven't really before. I think you're going to do a lot of introspection and you're going to see, you know what? Now you have all the tools necessary to make the right judgment calls. Or when you enter a new relationship, it won't be like the last one. But I think you need to look at every past relationship again, does not equal your future. That person is not the same person. So you don't want to self sabotage yourselves because I'm worried to see this card here. What's coming in towards Aries, please? I just personally think it's a little bit more of last week, a little bit of the same from what I'm looking at. Because I think you guys are about to embark on a new future. And you know it. You have your mind set on something. You have a vision. You have a goal. And you're right there. You're at that precipice. Here you are going in that towards that vision, that goal. You're very much focused. The sphinxes down here represent the positive energy and the negative energy. If you were to look at a yin and yang, it's the same thing. You need both to equal or balance out your life. You're taking them both and you're finding a balance, but you're going towards your true north. You have a vision and that's it. You have a goal. That's your plan. For some of you, it's to become a millionaire. Others of you is to settle down and get married. I don't know what it is, but you're going there. And Two of Wands, you're at that crossroads. You know you're at that threshold. You know you have to leave something behind and you're about to embark on the new thing. It's like, look at her. She's like staring at her phone and she's like saying to herself, which way? She's like, GPS, let's go. Where do we go? Because the one wand that she's holding on to represents her future. While the other wand behind her, and I say her because it's a female in the card, but this is you whether you're male or female. It's the wand of the past. And it's like in the ground. So you made your stakehold in your past. You did that. You came, you conquered, you flagged it. It's time to leave it. It's time to explore new ventures. I think you know that now. I think the only thing that I think you need right now is to get excited about it. Think about a young Aries, a younger version of yourself when you didn't really experience much yet, where you didn't get yourself out there. How excited were you? That's the feeling you've got to learn to get back into. Yeah, you're sitting here pausing, reflecting on the time and energy you spent on a project, money, a person, or you're thinking about somebody that you want to do this with in your future. We'll see how this plays out when we clarify everything. Yeah, you're taking a leap of faith. Some of you are going out on your own. You're like, I don't care about money right now. So, you know what? I'd rather be rich and figure it all out later. Not to laugh, but I get it. Um, what don't they see coming, Spirit? Whoa. I see now why you guys are stuck. You're stuck between two people, two paths, two individuals. And if this isn't you that doesn't have two people, then it's something that's coming your way because this is in the future position. You have two kings. You know, my kings are my incoming energy. King of Swords and the King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Of course, they don't have to be those zodiac signs. You know, they're just the energies they carry and the type of element that they're carrying. Someone's passionate, attractive, creative, very fiery, lots of chemistry. The other individual is very intelligent, smart, balanced, fair. They don't shout the I love yous, but it comes in over time. You're stuck. You don't know what to do. Maybe some of you want to go towards one because you can't because you're with another, or it's vice versa. You prefer one over the other. Maybe you're stuck and you don't know which one to choose. That's a fact. You definitely don't know what to do. Two of Swords in reverse. That's a fact. Ugh. All right, so I'm going to show you. You're stuck. You don't know what to choose. You end up leaving because you're emotionally guarded and wounded, and then you remain single. So, because it could be someone here is being overly defensive or resisting. But I got to tell you guys, it's what I was telling you at the beginning of this reading. You got to be careful. This is the month that you're learning self-love in a different light, in a different perspective, in a different way. Like you're going to get it by the end of August. Going into September, you're going to understand because that's when Venus goes back direct. It goes sometime mid-September. What's the advice over here, please, for Aries? Eight of Wands, Knight of Swords, the World, and Eight of Wands. So I started smiling when I saw the World card because it is talking about a new chapter. It's talking about you letting things go and just starting fresh. I think you understand this though. Like I don't think like I'm talking crazy. I think I feel like a lot of you Aries get what I'm saying. You know you're on the precipice of a new chapter in your life, and Spirit's like go ahead and do that. Some of you it's even talking about world traveling. Go and do that. And then it definitely travel, especially this kind of combination, Eight of Wands and the World. Some of you are thinking about going to like a faraway destination. Go ahead and do that. That means literally. Now let's speak figuratively because this is all in your advice position. And here's another travel card, the Knight of Swords. You're meant to start a new chapter. You need to take action, whether it's via communication here with somebody, going back and forth with someone, or taking action plans to begin this new chapter in your life, whether it's alone or with someone. It can even be a new job. I don't see pentacles there. I just see you physically taking action steps or needing to because it's in your advice, right? Knight of Swords. This also means communication. So it's a communication card along with the Eight of Wands. That's more or less what you need to do. You need to take active steps to communicate here with someone in order for you to take your action steps to start your new chapter. Hey, yeah, I think I feel like moving to Europe. Yeah, that's it. Goodbye. New chapter in my life. Hey, yeah, I think I want to move from the East Coast to the West Coast in the United States. That's the new chapter in my life. Yeah, I think I'm going to get married spontaneously. That's the new chapter in my life. Yeah, I don't think I want to be married anymore. New chapter in my life. You get my point. I think that I want to start my own business and quit this company. New chapter in your life. I think you get it. And how you're going to do it, you're going to verbally communicate it effectively by sending out messages of some kind. Um, Interesting. At the bottom of the deck, throwing out a text message to somebody in regards to being a happy couple or in a happy community with people. Let's see. What's the outcome? That would be the result, what I just said, when you communicate. The happy environment if you take these action steps. I mean, clearly, when you have something that you think is ending and you know it, it could be instinctual. It could be just like you know it deep down inside that you have to end something and you haven't yet. Um, Whatever it is, because you have a vision and you're like, I'm not letting go of my dreams because this is how I see dreams coming true for me. Because this is the type of relationship I want. This is the type of job that I want. This is the kind of people I want to hang out with. You get it. All right. And I don't think you're letting go now. And that is an understanding of self love. You understand your self worth. By taking those action plans, Aries, like it's telling you to with the Eight of Wands, you are effectively doing what you need to do for you to ultimately make you happy. All right. Now, your outcome is showing me the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Wands. It's a little bit sideways. A lot of you have a tough time defending yourselves, but in an effective manner. What do I mean? Ace of Swords talks about communication, but initiating it. So it can be contracts, it could be laying your cards on the table in regards to a relationship and you needing to defend yourself. You can't just ghost a situation, walk away from a situation, don't say anything. You're not going to get anywhere. And I learned this a long time ago with work. I mean, I've also learned it in relationships also, but sometimes it was a little too late if you catch my drift. So sometimes it's about defending yourself. And if you got to own up to some shit, do it. But open your mouth. Others of you, it's resisting something that is not good for you. But we'll see because we're going to clarify all this stuff. 100% because something has ended. And now it's time for you to transition. So all of this makes sense. It's like I'm literally and in my mind visually seeing you walking into the next chapter of your life, your world. This one's done. You're going into the next chapter. You know why, Aries? Because the vibe I'm getting from these cards is that you have massively evolved. Now, here comes, the shedding and getting rid of the old you, and in comes the new you. Look how you're ending the week. Ace of Swords. Aces are the beginnings. All right, let's start clarifying and see what's going on here. Aries, please. Aries. Red. Reverse Angel Spirit Guides, clarify everything is fine in the Nine of Swords, please. Everything is fine in the Nine of Swords, please. Oh my God. Really? The Two of Swords in reverse again I'm looking at? The Chariot again? Cancer energy there. You feel left out in the cold. You really do. You feel lonely. But a lot of you, it's just like, I don't know if some of you are doing it to yourselves or because you've evolved and now you're seeing it, that you don't belong where you are, either in a relationship with someone or a job. You're just like, I don't know what I'm still doing here. I mean, Five of Pentacles, if you're feeling lonely or left out in the cold, that means you're unappreciated completely. And you're still moving forward regardless of that feeling. Some of you could be going through a financial pinch right now, too. So you're torn as the direction to go into. And now I'm understanding why the card is saying everything is fine. You're protected. Aries, I think like you're in a no lose situation. I think I've been seeing towers in the last week or two, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is it. This is the clearing of like the rubble. Um, and you're about to step into your new lives. But this is where it's beginning. And look how it's ending. New beginnings, aces. And that is why you had judgment in reverse before. Now I'm seeing judgment upright. All makes sense. You were having judgment in reverse before because you weren't making a decision, probably because you were torn. Because you're right there, you're right at the precipice. So it was a judgment call you weren't making. You don't want the universe to make it for you. All right? You already know deep down inside what you need to do. It is a lot about self love this retrograde season for Venus. But you will benefit from it in the end, I promise you. You're going to see that you have another tool in your tool belt to proceed with your life and do what you need to do. Two of Wands, the Chariot. Death. There it is, the shedding. Something's ending. I think you end it, or I think you move on from it and you shed it. And you're like, another one bites the dust. But you know what? I get it now. I understand why. Me as an Aries, I am evolving. I am a new person. Those people don't fit in my life. The situation doesn't fit my life. This job no longer suits me. You're being prepped for something bigger and better. Some of you can also be dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. You're letting go. There was just dishonesty and lies, and it just felt flaky. It didn't feel like committed. It didn't feel like the efforts that you were putting in were being matched. All right, let's see. What's the Eight of Swords and the King of Wands and the King of Swords, please? See, now I find this interesting because this is a development you were not expecting. Some of you could also be dealing with an Aquarius. Unclear, we'll see. The star card is here, which is Aquarius energy. But you have the Three of Swords in reverse and the Six of Swords in reverse. You got over somebody. You did. And you remained positive and hopeful. And now, interestingly enough, one of these heartaches or heartbreaks comes back. And you're looking at it in a positive scope. You're hopeful that it might work out this time, but you are still stuck. And I don't know if you're stuck because you don't know if you should give this person another chance or which person or which direction to go into between these two individuals. All I do know is the one that broke your heart kind of comes back and you got over him. Her. Him, her. It doesn't matter. It's incoming energy. Tell me about the Eight of Swords, Spirit. You're struggling to see the lesson here, though. I'm going to be blunt. You know me, guys. I'm going to be blunt. All right, because here's your card. The Page of Wands, but it's in reverse. This is not learning. This is not feeling excited. This is feeling like you're not getting the picture. You're not getting the excitement. You don't see how you're going to benefit from this. And that's why I'm getting the Eight of Swords, that stuck feeling. One sec. I just had to plug in my laptop. All right, so that's a big deal, I have to say, Aries. Huge deal. You got to learn your lesson. I just got done telling you. You added more tools to your tool belt in understanding life. I see you being hopeful and positive. So maybe this is why your advice is to communicate with this person in order for you to start a new chapter. Let's check it out. What's the Knight of Swords, the World, and Eight of Wands, please? Okay. So you know this is my all-powerful card because this, the Empress, is somebody who brings things into the world. A producer. It is also knowing your worth and your value. I think you know that now about yourselves. But you, like I said before, you have a vision, you have a goal. It's time to start telling people what that is. Hold on, I want to see the card on the floor. You do you, baby. Eight of Pentacles. You know what the great thing about this card is? You see this person, they're sitting there welding away, building their craft, building their hobby, minding their own business. Person's head is down. It's not even looking that he's collecting money, collecting appreciation, validation. Somebody's looking at the hard work this person is putting in, right? But Spirit's like telling you, keep going. Don't stop. Keep doing you. Keep doing your worth. Keep doing your value. You're bringing something big into this world, Aries. Huge. So, where you're going, does this person fit into your future? Can they come along? Will they be there for the long run? We can't think of just like right now. Like, how do you foresee them in your new chapter? Can you? That's what it's saying. You have to effectively communicate here with somebody your goals, your plans, your visions, what you're doing, where you're going. Some of you might not have a job right now. You might be in between. You'd be like, listen, and you meet somebody, right? It happens. Be like, look, this is my plan. This is where I'm going. This is my vision. That wasn't working for me. I want to be happy in my life. If you care to stick around, great. If you can't, okay, I get it. See you later. You get my point. My point is, whoever this is, that you need to start a new journey, this is how you find your people. This is how you find your tribe, your vibe. Even in relationships, you guys are going to get it. You're going to be like, listen, I'm doing me. I'm working hard. I'm making my money. I have these visions. I have these plans. I have these goals. If you want to be my partner in crime, awesome. If you want to sit here and take away my peace and you want to drive me crazy, goodbye. Life lessons. Page of Wands. Get excited. Let's see the outcome over here. Ace of Swords and the Seven of Wands. It very much is about you, this reading, I have to say, Aries. I mean, first of all, look at you over here. Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag card. Here's another Leo card. And Justice. All right, so this is a huge message. I'm struggling to speak today. The Seven of Cups. With the Seven of Cups, you might have some confusion because you have options, obviously. Clearly, I can see you do. I mean, you're torn between a path and a choice. Some of you, I'm glad it's not in reverse, it's upright. It's just basically choices, and there's confusion. If it was reverse, I'd say someone here is deluded. That's so not you. But the cards that did come out, which are interesting to me, is you needing to hold back and resist something in regards to something being fair, just, okay? Libra energy over here with Justice. This is the Karma card. Scales get balanced here. Whoever did wrong is going to get their karma right now. Whoever did right is going to get their justice now. If this is court, this is you winning. If this is divorce, maybe possibly resisting divorce because there was a third party intervention, there was a mistress involved, because this is the mistress card, and this is like a settling in court card and resisting card. And like I said, this was contracts. You have two cards of holding back, resisting. The Seven of Wands and Strength. I don't know what this is, but moreover, it's telling me you have to hold back in regards to a situation and you need to have an honest conversation. And when you do, the balance of scales will be rectified. You will get justice. Things will turn out fair for you. All right? And I think this is going to help you in regards to your options. Interestingly enough, under that is the World in reverse, you having unfinished business. I think sometimes that's what holds some Aries back. Like when they have unfinished business, that leaves the doorway of doubt open and it nags at you. Sometimes we can't focus on that. We need to focus on our present and our future. And so far, it looks like that's what you're doing. okay? Because you're at the precipice of moving forward in life. You are shedding old skin and going into a new place. You are driving into that direction. You're right there. Spirit's like, yeah, yeah, start the new chapter, make your plans, start moving, start communicating with people, see who's going to come with you on your path, who's going to come with you on your journey, do they belong there? And that's going to help you with any confusion you might have as far as your options are concerned. But when you do and you defend yourself or you resist something that's toxic, you will get that justice. That's what this reading is saying overall. All right, let's see what the romance angels are trying to say. What do you see here for romance as far as love is concerned? And the extended will be interesting for sure. I'm going to have fun with the extended today. The link is down below. You have to be a member. Sorry. But let's see. Yeah. It is safe for you to love is at the back of the deck. You know why? Because some of you might be scared to talk. What does that say there? Express your love. Communicating. Taking effective plans to communicate something here. And then I have retreat. Some of you guys are retreating. You are. I think you're withdrawing. I think you're taking a step back. I hope some of you have learned your lesson that you can no longer just ghost people and expect them to chase you or find a different or be in a different situation. I think you've learned now, Aries, that you've got to communicate effectively. And then you'll know where you stand, where you belong, if they belong in your life. They might even say some shit to you that, raises red flags for you. But you are going to take a beat. But Spirit's like saying you should express yourself. Interesting. We're going to deep dive in this in the extend and we'll see what's going on. And, obviously we're going to go into your person. I'm going to get a card from the Wisdom House of Night, but I also got a fun deck. I don't know if you want, you could stick with me. These cards are brutally honest. They're a little scary. If you want to hear the truth, stick with me. They're funny. And brutally honest, I might say. There might be a curse or two in there too, so just pre-warning you. Advice for Aries, please. Advice for Aries. Oh, well. Let's see. Meditation. Okay, obviously they don't want you to like jump and run and then deal with the consequences later. Sorry, no offense. It's an Aries trait. You know that. I'm an Aries also, so I can say so. Be still and listen to the sounds of the pulsing energy as the life force inherent in all things are gentle song to your sweet ears. In the darkest, inkiest of night, I, Nyx, make my magic and weave it into the world, the universe. This is time for non action. Do nothing and find quiet within your heart and wait. All will be revealed when the time is right. Now is not the time. Now is the time for quiet contemplation. You're not going to miss anything if you stay quiet. Be still. Know that I, Goddess of Night, am always with you and you're going to discover your magic, but in silence. Now you get it. Now we know what they're talking about as far as resistance or resisting to I don't know, do something erratic or not thought out. You know what that is. All right, so let's see, what does life want from you right now? Universe, for the Aries listening, what does life want them to know right now? Aries, please. And in the extended, you're going to think about your person and we'll pull a card from here. And I tried it on 2-3 people and it was pretty accurate. It was pretty funny. Okay. All right, get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. That is some funny shit, I have to say. Sorry, guys, but it was like the beginning of this video, what I was talking about with this Venus retrograde. get in your heart, it misses you. It's talking about your self love and expressing love. And, you've been working so hard lately on yourself and your career and your job, but it's time to, go back to the lovey dovey feels. All right, guys, this is what I have for you this week. Everybody else, I'll see you over at the extended.